Best of 5 begins on Concealed Hill. 40 in the top right. 1-0 in the bottom left. And especially from Happy, we've been seeing tons of Cryptlord play lately. This is a Dreadlord first. In my opinion, still the highest potential hero. That is weirdly phrased. What I mean to say is the hero with the highest potential in the Undead arsenal, but is very, very level hungry. Dreadlord, difficult to pull off. Weak early game, also pretty weak mid game, but very strong late game. If you get to level 5, if you get to tier 3, the Dreadlord is insanely powerful. The best thing that Undead can hope for on level 5, if you ask me. Going for an instant expansion creep here, by the way. The cool thing is, with the sleep, you can put the Null Warden asleep quite a long time. Oh, did he steal it? Oh, I wonder if the footy just got the last hit steal. That would be huge. I'm not quite certain. I think 1-0 still got it. Did he? He did get level 2. No, I think one last hit was stolen. But apparently still enough for level 2 Dreadlord. 2.4 though for the Archmage. He is ahead. And you can see Fortitude. He is not going to go for the expansion. He's going to take the lab here. Try to get level 3. This is going to be an aggressive play by Fortitude. Dreadlord oftentimes gets pushed by the human because of his weaknesses early game. And so we're gonna have an all-in fairly soon here already on the first map. AM gets level 3 early. And turns out that 1-0 also isn't even gonna expand. He knew the attack was coming, so he cancels the expo or doesn't even attempt to go for the expo. And now he's just teching up. So it's gonna be one base versus one base. Pretending to expand, but then refraining from doing so. And 40 here, wasting a bit of time, if you will. Can't cancel the expansion here. Could only take out the Ziggurat. That is hardly worth it, he feels. But he's strong right now with the Archmage. This is a great time to fight against ghouls, especially with the Water Elementals being so strong. J. Celarax with a gifted sub to Mystico. Thank you. Dreadlord not yet level 3. Close to it though. One Water Elemental would be enough. Alright, first attack into the main base. Fortitude looking very bold here. Pushing into the main. It seems to be a wide open base because the Ziggurats aren't really fully in the back to protect. There's one Ziggurat in front which hasn't been upgraded. That's a bit weird. But that's level 3 for the Dreadlord finally. We got the level 2 Carrion Swarm. Hadouken! And of course losing Acolytes here would be very painful during the attack. Oh, one Acolyte about to go down. Yep, one falls. And more ghouls as well. Oh, this is looking rough for 1-0 already. Oh, 4 ghoul kills. Almost another one. Should be a surround though on the Archmage here with sleep. That should be easy to do. Alright, at least the TP is forced. Ah, wait, he has a cloak. Sleep again. Draining mana out of the Dreadlord. That's a big deal. Dreadlord is all about mana. Oh, some ghouls there dying. Still more dying. Oh man, this was a lot of ghoul losses. If we can trust the overlay, 6 ghouls lost in total. And that seems to give a big lead to Fortitude. Plus an Acolyte, of course. 1-0 has to remake the Acolyte. Down at 20 supply only right now. The early game weakness of the Dreadlord has become very apparent. But maybe, if he gets level 5, there is a way. And what's the follow-up for 40? He's going double Sanctum? What? Against Undead? Is he just going Mass Breakers? I mean, Breakers are indeed magic immune. But they are very bad against ghouls and A-bombs and basically everything. Oh, AM here finding 2 hurt ghouls again. The MK coming in for the creepjack. And there's a Stonebolt. There's a surround. This game might just be over. No TP to get away. That is just a disaster. He's trying to fight out. But there's no getting away. Level 3 hero goes down and the game is over. GG called at 7 minutes only. Fortitude taking the 1-0 lead. Very, very convincingly. 1-0 here trying to be creative with the Dreadlord first pick. Didn't work out though. Didn't work out in the slightest. Yeah, I think the base build there wasn't really great to protect the ghouls. And the creep steal, by the way. Yeah, the creep steal was confirmed. 1-0 didn't get level 3 for a long time when he took the orange. So he had to wait for level 3 for a long while. You need to throw out these carrions quickly when you see the footies approaching. Yeah, one mistake there, giving a ghoul lasted away. Messed with him pretty hard. And 40 again showing how strong he is in this matchup. Map 2 coming up next is going to be 1-0's pick. Hopefully there things go better for him. Northern Isles, as so often for the undeads, will be the map of choice. And 1-0. Under pressure right away, right? Going down 0-1, not good in this best of 5. Going down 0-2 would be disastrous. Especially since we all know how good 40 is in this matchup. He showed it just 2 days ago against Happy. Now he will try to show again his very best play. 40 wants to meet Happy again in the grand final. Wants to get revenge for the previous loss. Wants to be known as the best player in the world. At Rara Land, Fortitude said, "Who can stop me?" And he was hoping to have a chance to face Happy again and prove himself. Happy, the Emperor, the generational talent, is waiting in the grand final, of course. And yeah, the grand final will be best of 7. 1-0 now has to batten down the hatches. Needs to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. No sloppy errors that 40 can exploit. And it's a Lich first this time. No Dreadlord anymore. And also no Cryptlord. Interesting, right? Happy, of course, is playing Cryptlord all the time. Also, Labby is playing Cryptlord all the time. But 1-0 is looking for his own style. I think Lich is a bit easier to execute, especially once you get level 3. The level 2 Nova is really good at dealing with footmen. And when you get enough kills, you move on to level 4. And on level 4, the Lich really starts churning. With +4 intelligence, baby. Alright, starting off with the green camp here is 1-0. 40 going for the instant level 2 at the Tuskar. I like this creep route way more for humans. In the past, they used to go for green into Expo. I think that's very weak, actually. I almost said very whack. Because then you're far away from level 3. AM really has to make sure he hits level 3 at a reasonable early time. 40 going for the 4th farm. Normally for every human that means Expo play, but 40 has been showing a lot of willingness to play one base aggressive. So it's not quite clear yet, perhaps. Oh, he's heading south. Oh, he's creeping the lab. He's calling Militia to creep the lab. That's going to be level 3 for the Archmage. Powerful level up, but lots of Militia time used. This should mean no expansion then. This should mean tech and push again, I assume. There's also very valuable information for Happy watching this series, taking notes as to what 40 might be doing. AM items are really good. Oh man. Claws +8 and big healing. Those might be the two best items you could have found. Probably are. Insanely good. Drops right here. And looks like the expansion is getting cancelled again. So far from finished. There's plenty of time here for 40. He's gonna get the cancel. The Lich is not quite yet level 3. The tech is on the way. Does 1-0 also follow towards tier 2? Is he gonna start the tech instead? Might be the right call. Yeah. The Lich does way better than Dreadlord in the mid game. Once you got level 3, the Lich is really good. Unlike the Dreadlord, who is just okay-ish. But needs 1 or 2 more footy kills for that level up. Forty is aware, trying to not throw away the footman too easily. And again, a push into the main base. This time, though, I think 1-0 should be able to defend better again, just because the Lich is a better hero for the task. 1-0 wants to get the kill, get that level 3. Shop is going to be taken out, but it's not that big of a deal. He doesn't really need shop items right now. The footy saves here are very important. 1 ghoul. Oh! Almost goes down, but actually nicely saved. 1-0 needs to get a kill now. Nova. There we go. And now he's got level 3, and now everything becomes a lot easier. Footies. Very easy to bring down with Nova. Good saves on both sides, by the way. I say, and then there goes the ghoul. Lots of water elementals here. Lots of pressure early. Another ghoul goes down. 2 ghouls, I guess, have died. That's not the worst. Lich gonna get 1 more kill on the footy. So 3 ghouls versus 3 footmen plus a shop. This is still okay for 1-0, I would say. Shop can now finally be remade. Lich now out of mana, though. Would love to get level 4 here soon. And then get that level 2 Dark Ritual going. We have tier 3 on Fortitude's side. We're going Inner Fire Rifles, baby. Could eat these Acolytes for more mana if he doesn't want to expand. And expansion right now is not in the cards. 1-0 attacking tier 3. He's going to have a very late DK, by the way. Still hasn't started it yet. Maybe he wants to get a bit of extra experience here from the creeps. Getting bonus experience right now on tier 2. It's kind of a cool touch, actually. After the camp is gone, the DK should be started. Okay, DK is started already. 40 creeping up the natural with Militia. On the way to tier 3, you would think he cannot expand. The resources are pretty slim right now on 40. That would be quite bold indeed. Quick level 2 for the MK. Double claws. Whee! This AM right clicks is gonna be crazy. Would love to see Orb of Fire as well. Goes really well with the rifle army. Lich now level 4. Strong level up for him, for sure. Ring and Gauntlets, also good items for the DK. DK joining late, only level 1. He's going to be squishy. You want to tank him up. Very underleveled, though, on the Death Knight. That's certainly a problem. MK 2.3 already. Archmage about to get level 4. Fortitude again seems to be in a great position here. Creepjack time now though. Coil Nova is a danger. He hasn't been using enough Dark Ritual. You can see the rod on the DK is ready. He could have eaten a Skelly already. He could have more mana. There could be more Nova. There could be Nova all the time, basically. Could also eat the Acolyte here. Oh, Book of the Dead's around! Oh, sick! The Book of the Dead just found by the creeps. Surrounding the DK here, and indeed, he is squishy and goes down. Oh, man, that item. That Marketplace creep, man, it can swing the mid-game around. Book of the Dead, like we saw here, or even a Wand of the Wind, can be very dangerous when it comes to hero kill. And that's a huge deal. Oh my god, this DK is neutered, useless, a waste of supply. .40 accelerating well. Creeping camp after camp. MK gonna be level 4 soon. Clap and Stormbolt we have on him. Are the finals after this? Yes. The best of 7 grand final where Happy is waiting will be after this best of 5 indeed. Right now it's looking amazing for 40. Winning this game is gonna be insanely hard for 1-0. I'm not saying it's completely impossible. It's very difficult though. The good thing for him is, with the Ghoul army, you don't need level 3 DK. Level 2 DK is enough for the aura. The Lich is 4.5. If the Lich gets level 5, there might be a chance. MK also level 4 already though. That's crazy fast. And now the Lich is splitting experience 3 ways. While we have an expansion coming up for 40, which has been scouted by 1-0. Oh, Archmage way out of position. 40 not looking on the first hero. Clap. Where is it? There we go. On the ghouls. Huge damage. We have Inner Fire as well. Staff comes into play. AM is still hurt, by the way. The next Holy Light should be for him, shouldn't it? Apparently not. Cutting away with the rifles is trying to do Fortitude. That was a weird sentence. And 1-0 is finding some kills here. Still a couple of ghouls left, but the Dark Ranger is dead. Archmage hurt still. More rifles are falling. 1-0 is actually taking the supply lead over here. Managing to take a good fight here with the Nova, follow-up damage, the focus fire. Taking out a bunch of enemy units. But the strong heroes are still left. 4-4 on MK and Archmage. Pally also now almost level 2. When is it going to fall back? He lost the Dark Ranger, but look at the DK. Now he's almost level 3. Lich is close to level 5. Game ain't over yet. They're still footmen somehow. Footmen at this stage in the game, very weak. I think it's pretty smart of 1-0 to not target the footmen. Leave them alive. They are dead supply now. Rather go for priests and rifles. Or heroes. Normally, late game against Destroyer, even when you play rifles, you still want to have gyros. You want to have something in the air to always be able to chase them. Also, they can't get Nobud. They give vision. Gyros can be very, very helpful indeed. Ah, we have gyros already. Oh, yeah. Didn't have them in the fight, though, right? But in the next fight, we will have gyros. And they are a big help, indeed. Very strong 50 supply army now for 40. Enough fire rifles and gyros. Just the footies are dead weight. Pally level 2 is not going for Divine Shield, by the way. That's a bit of a risk. And the Creepjack is coming in. Didn't expect this one. TP out by 40 right away. Respecting the danger here. But still losing one rifleman. 1-0 with the supply lead. After this disastrous early game, 1-0 now, perhaps in a winning position. Lich level 5 is extremely strong against the Rifle Priest army. Inner fire applied early. It can, of course, be dispelled. Position here is really good, though, for the human army. MK very slow with the clap sometimes, right? That's one mistake 40 here seems to be making. Not using the clap fast enough. Could have hit those ghouls all at the same time earlier. And the shop taken out is a big deal. That means no new staff, no clarities at the moment. But there might be time for 40 to remake it. Finally getting rid of the footies. There's actually still one more somewhere. 1-0 now, going double slaughterhouse, getting ready for A-bombs. And those are very good against the rifle army. The higher the supply gets, though, normally the better it is for the human. The target fire potential of rifles gets higher and higher. Also, clap AoE gets really good. A-bombs do well in low numbers, normally. It's not exactly that clear-cut. Around 60 supply, I think A-bombs are still good. But if we get to 80 supply, I would greatly favor the human army. But getting to 80 supply is not easy. Off of one base. Might be impossible this game. Supply very even, but we have a bit of a gold lead on 1-2-0. Pretty crazy how this early game was so bad for him. But now, he might have a bit of a lead. I guess it's an even game, though. Mostly. A lot will come down to air superiority. Who's going to win the air fight is going to have a much better chance for the entire battle. We have 10 gyros against 3 destroyers. I think that should be enough for the gyros to win. Unless there's more destroyers moored, which of course there could be. Orb of fire here, very nice now on the A-bomb. You can see the healing from Coil does almost nothing. When A-bomb goes down. I'm not even sure where the destroyers are. Oh, 6 staff! Before the priest goes down, Lich getting targeted now as well. The Coil's on cooldown. Invuln! Gonna be necessary soon. And the destroyers aren't even part of this fight. Looks like 1-0 feels the Destros wouldn't survive anyways. And without destroyers, this seems very one-sided. 1-0 had a glimmer of hope, but all of a sudden, Fortitude clearly in the driver's seat again. With the Archmage close to level 5. Even some Sorks now coming into play. When there's no destroyers, Sorks for slow can be really good. And the Destros are just parked at home. 15 supply, just chilling in the base. I guess on the other side it is 10 supply gyros. Fairly useless right now. We have gyro bombs coming though. There's going to be a little bit of damage provided by them. Staff again coming into play. Staff of Sanctuary has saved a few units already. A-bomb goes down. Also rifle falls. Level 3 on the DK. That's a big level up here. The rifle count is still very low, by the way. Only 3 riflemen that we see here. One more goes down. A-bomb also falling, but denied. More mana. Archmage. Ooh, in serious trouble here. AM might fall. The Nova is ready now. AM is hurt. Oh, level 5 on the Archmage. Getting healed one more time. Didn't skill yet on the level 5. I think it should be Water Elementals. Invuln past. AM trying to run to safety. Pally is silenced if I see that right. Cannot use the Holy Light right now. Invuln, Holy Light. Ooh, Storm on Lich to slow him down. Gyro Bombs finally getting activated. It's level 3 Water Elementals. I think that's the right call. As there's no destroyers here. Are the destroyers going to join at some point? They're still all just in the base chilling. And the gyros are forcing the statues away. 1-0 has a big supply lead. Oh my, oh my. MK close to level 5 now. That is also quite something. And the gyro's trying to run down one more statue. Oh, and they're gonna get it. Oh, no way. What? He lets it live. Distracted, because right now in the main, the MK, he's gonna be falling. Oh, 40 loses the MK. And that might just be game. Has to go for the Tavern Res. Lich is so strong here, though. Lich with Dark Ritual has infinite mana. He could just eat one A-bomb. Get full mana again. Yep, there it is. You see? Full mana! 240 gold for an A-bomb to get full mana. That's a great deal. Damn, 1-0 with a comeback. Oh my god, the Nova against the Peasants. Level 5 Lich. I never should have doubted it. I mean, I said earlier, if he gets level 5 Lich, there's still a possibility. Oh my god, the Nova. Oh my god, that Nova, baby. I think 40 has to try to go for hero kill on the Lich. But there's so many coils. He's got invuln as well. And the MK might just be dead right away. Gyros are returning, but they're not helping here, really. Archmage, very hurt as well. The slow from the Sorks is really good. That was an illusion, I think, getting Nova there. The Sorks didn't slow everything, though. They were kind of on attack move, partly. Oh, MK almost dead. Coil is there still. The next Nova should end this game. And the Pally falls as well, and that's it. GG it is, and 1-0 ties it up. Very important win for him here. Otherwise, this series would have been hopeless. God diggity damn. Relying on the strong heroes, the level 5 Lich. Dude, level 5 Lich is still crazy. You know, after the nerf, when the Nova slow got reduced, we saw lots of humans, lots of undeads, I mean, moving away from the Lich. But Dark Ritual level 2, Nova level 3, and A-bombs. The synergy, the cost efficiency is amazing. So you can use the A-bomb, you can eat it like a mana potion, and it's 240 gold for like 700 mana. It is crazy. 1-0 here. Realizing his win condition, realizing the Lich was what he needed on level 5. Double Slaughterhouse A-bomb transition also was the right call. Maybe 40. Maybe he should have made Griffins instead of Gyros. I get that Gyros are really good against Destroyers, but Destros without mana aren't a big threat normally. Also, the rifle count just seemed really low. Maybe fewer Gyros and more rifles. That would have been the safer play. Fewer Gyros, maybe only 6 or so. 5, 6, maybe 7. But he had 10 Gyros or 11 Gyros. Seemed to be a bit too much. Maybe fewer Gyros, more rifles, or Griffins might have been better. In 1-base versus 1-base normally, you can always expect the under to go A-bombs at some point, so Griffins, they sound good, but they're expensive. They're expensive on 1-base, and you have no upgrades for them. Yeah, that's the biggest problem, right? When you invest in rifles, you have no Griffin upgrades. Maybe that doesn't work. Good news for us, though. Series gets tied up. He should go Knights earlier. I don't agree. I don't think Knights do anything here. I think Knights are only good against Fiends. Mass Griffins was beating Happy. Yep, Mass Griffins can be really good. Very different game though. That's 2-base when he beat Happy with it. In 2-base in a long game when both have Expo, you can turtle, you can delay, you can get upgrades, you can build a big army. And at 8 supply with upgrades, Griffins are insane. That's the best army human can build. Mass Griffins, mass upgrades. But it's hard to get to, and of course impossible on 1-base. Unmern with a €5 donation. Thank you. It says another day. Wait, another Rebo day, another great day. Thank you, buddy. That is very nice of you to say. You've been supporting us like crazy these last few months. Goes a long way, dude. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're getting ready for map 3. The choice will be Tight Hunters. This is, of course, Fortitude's map pick. Good map for fast expansion, but Fortitude has also shown his willingness to play one base. In fact, both games so far, no expo. Which is very surprising. This is not what we used to see humans playing. And I gotta say, if he faces Happy later, I don't know if this style will work. But for now, let's stick with this series. Wun J Boo with the resub as well. Thank you. Alright. And now we got map 3 ready. 40 in the bottom right. 1-0 top left. Important map here now. The winner will move on to match point. What's the hero gonna be? Is it Lich again? Or do we... Wait. Oh! He's playing a Tet Fiend build. Wow. Whoa! I haven't seen that in ages. So what this means is... Late crypt, only 3 ghouls. No more, no less. 3 ghouls, fast tech, then you go into fiends. This is a fast tech 400. You get quickly to tier 3. You move to fiends quickly, which can be really good in mid-game and late game. But at the start of the game, in the very early game, it is very weak. Very weak. This means you cannot expand. You can harass, but not in a very dangerous manner. Oh, but if 40 goes for the lab creep, that would be the perfect opening for the DK. If you could harass a lab creep, this might be exactly the start he's hoping for. 40 doesn't know about the build. Every undead normally plays a ghoul opening, but 1-0 here surprisingly goes for the Tet Fiend. Oh, and this DK. Oh, he's rubbing his hands already. He's got the coils locked and loaded. And he wants to do significant damage here early. It is almost impossible, though, to steal the Rock Golem. Because he's magic immune, obviously. But he wants to kill a bunch of peasants if he can. Skelly's summoned already. And here comes the DK. Alright, 40. Can you stabilize here? Item steal would also be huge. 1 peasant going down is okay. Steal? Oh, not quite. Try to do it with the Skellies. But AM gets the last hit. That's level 2. Getting the aura here is also quite nice for him. The danger of playing this Tet Fiend opening. This used to be meta, of course. But we haven't seen it in years, honestly. The danger is you do no creeping of your own as undead. So, if the harass goes bad, then you might not even get level 2. And that's a disaster. If you don't get level 2, you're in a bad, bad spot. .40 going for the 4th farm. In this game, I would expect him to fast expand. Not doing so yet, however. Creeping up a little bit more. 1-0 also going to do a bit of creeping himself. That should be level 2 then, guaranteed. So he's not only harassing, also creeping a little with the first fiend out. Here you can see the weakness of the Tet Fiend build, by the way. We are 4 minutes in the game, and right now the undead army consists of 1 DK and 1 fiend. And that's it. So, for the first few minutes, it's indeed very, very limited. But it will accelerate well into the late game. Once you get to 50 supply, with the Tet Fiend opening, then you have a really good army. Oh, nice 40 scout. Seeing where the undead is, he's gonna annoy him here, interfere with his creeping, because the natural can be cleared just by militia and footies and water elemental. Very good play here by 40, realizing the AM is free to roam and harass. And it's level 3 for the Archmage. Expo timing is not super fast, but the resources for 40 looking good. He should be able to start the tier 3 before too long. which 120 will also do soon. Man, I haven't seen Tet Fiend play in such a long time. Against Tet Fiends, Knights are absolutely essential. Fortitude may go for triple barracks, mass Knights later. That's something we've seen by him in the past. On this new patch, Knights don't have Sundering Blades by default anymore. So this makes the Tet Fiend build and the tier 3 timing a bit better against it. Oh, Archmage though. Heading towards the main. If he finds a slaughterhouse, he can look for the cancel. Doesn't find that though. Sees that there's no tech started yet. 40 may have to TP out here if he gets found out. But he's forcing 120 back. And going for defend. Defend before the tech, so... Oh, Fiend. Almost getting surrounded. Oh! He had it! Oh, 6 around. Well done, but the DK is level 3. That's a big deal. Trying to block the Fiend with the Archmage. Getting slowed even by the main. Has to back off now. The Lich adds a lot more into the army with the Nova. 40 though in a good position to counterattack. He could just hit the main again. Go for the Acolytes. 40 doesn't have a Shredder. That makes his lumber situation a little bit rough. But look at 120 already arriving at the enemy expansion with 4 Fiends. And this is the thing about the Fiend build, the Tet Fiend build. Once you have a couple of Fiends out, all of a sudden, you're going to be feeling quite strong. Militia call very nicely timed here along with the Footman. When Nova comes in. And the footies are starting to dwindle in numbers. Tier 3 has now been started for the undead. For 40 right now it's about surviving. Mass footies have to be spammed. And 40 has to hold on with very little for a long time. Shop now finished. Very important. Needs to get those regen scrolls, clarities. Oh, Fiend's attacking the tower. Oh, needs to be repaired quickly. 5 Fiends. That's a lot of damage. DK getting attacked. That might be the wrong targeting. Going for the Death Knight here. This is a lot of pressure by 120. The Tet Fiend build, a forgotten strategy. All of a sudden working out well. Need some towers to secure this expansion. Especially when tier 3 is done, things get very dangerous for the human. More towers are cancelled. Footy numbers looking still very low. Archmage has to do this all seemingly by himself. And more Fiends are joining. When there's lots of mana on the DK as well, the statues are healing very, very well. It's looking good for 120. He's looking really good. The Tet Fiend build, dude. Haven't seen it in forever. Maybe the expansion too late. Again, against Tet Fiend build, there is almost nothing you have to be afraid of at the start of the game. He could have expanded earlier. Orange into Expo. Completely feasible against Tet Fiends. Yeah, honestly, this is looking perfect for 120. He's on tier 3. He's got mass Fiends here still. The statues are always healing. And the handful of footies don't stand a chance at all. Archmage also a bit unlucky this game, having found basically no damage. Oh, 120. Must be winning this game, right? MK now joining. Castle Tech has started. Can 40 still stabilize here, I wonder? Sacrificing a ton of footmen to have a chance. Destroyer is about to be ready. There is almost no towers. What is there going for web? Expecting gyros, but there's no gyros anywhere close by. And we get the Dark Ranger, Black Arrow, Orb being brought. Alright, this is it. This is the push timing. MK shows up just in time for the attack. One tower finishes, but only one. Militia might be badly needed. Now the footies are so weak. Now the footies are so bad against this kind of an army. Thank you, Philip Lump, with the resub. Barracks cancelled. Mass Knights are not a possibility right now. Fortitude still under lots and lots of pressure. Needs to repair fast the towers, and he tries to. AM joining again from the center. He was at the shop, but didn't really buy anything. I know he did! He went for Tome of Retraining, trying to go for Blizzard right now. But this AM is not looking too healthy. If 40 can win this game, I will be very impressed. This is such a stressful match. Such a stressful map for him. Archmage always threatened right away when he starts the Blizzard. Ooh, Coil Nova almost ends his life. The potion is there just in time to save him, but 40 has to call it. GG! 1-2-0 wins the map with the forgotten old-school Tet Fiend build. Map 1 went to 40, and that was a very clear affair. But 1-0 is striking back with vengeance. 2 maps in a row. And 40 here finds a stronger opponent than perhaps he was expecting. My. I was also thinking that 1-0 was going to have a very tough time today. Fortitude has been owning undeads left and right, with the exception perhaps of Happy. If we take a look at their recent encounters, we can see a very clear story here shining through. Look at that. 2-0-40, 2-0-40, 4-1-40, 3-0-40, 2-0-40, 5-0-40. Before that we had 2 wins for 1-0, but lots of wins for Fortitude. But today, when it matters most, 1-0 is showing up. These season finals, that's 1-0's tournament. These season finals, 1-0 seems to be overperforming quite often. It's a good time to remember that last finals, that was last year in winter, those finals were won by 1-0. Beating Happy there in the grand final. It might be a Happy 1-0 grand final again if 1-0 keeps playing this well. Yeah, it's also hard to make out mistakes there on the first map because we're not really used to seeing Undead play Tet Fiend build anymore. Nobody does this really. Maybe the footy count could have been higher. The expo could have perhaps been faster. The shop could have perhaps been faster. You're in the best position playing human against undead with a Tet Fiend build. If you have a lot of footmen right away, you have defend early, and you can push the undead always back. Force him to use lots of mana. He's always going to be low mana. Statues are always going to be in trouble. The aim is always chasing with the fireballs. And you can always set the herd footies back, heal them up with the Regent Scroll, and keep fighting with plenty of footmen. You want to have lots of footies until you reach tier 3 for the Night Tech. Well. 1-0 might be ruining the grand final that many fans are hoping for. 40 versus Happy is the rivalry to look at in the game right now. Fascinating to watch them duke it out month after month, week after week. But 1-0 now up 2-1. A win now, and 40's grand final dreams are over. This might be a Crypt Lord game, though. This map is really, really good for Crypt Lord. Either you can try to be aggressive early on with level 2, which is a possibility, or you can creep very well quickly to level 3. This is a great map for human fast expansion. I would certainly expect a fast expo here by 40. But 1-0 again going for the Lich opening. Not a single Crypt Lord by him so far. Happy is rooting for 1-2-0. We all know it. Yeah, I think you're pretty much right on the money right there. I think Happy would have much greater trouble with Fortitude. What's 40 gonna do? What's the creep route? What's the plan? Is it a fast expo or not? Is it gonna be double fast expansion finally? We haven't seen that a single time so far. So far it's always been one base, at least on one side. This map is really good for AM level 3 plus expo creeping. You go for the seafood camp right here, then the green, then the natural, and boom, that's level 3. That makes this map really good for human. What is there starting off with a rather small camp here? Only the green. Scouted by the footy. AM starts off with the ring. That is not the best. You would love to find a bunch of damage. The Lich though. Maybe he's gonna play aggressive. Maybe he isn't even gonna expand. Or perhaps he will. Okay, I guess he will. Sack Skull dropped. Footy still seeing everything very well. AM is going to have the level 3 lead here for a little bit. Oh, quick pause. Wouldn't be a 1-0 series without a break. Without a little pause. Maybe the kitty cat is walking all over the keyboard again. Oh, we don't have a Gamba yet? Oh, I forgot about the Gamba. No, wait. Ah, I did. Okay, we can still fit in a quick one. Alright. 2.6 on the Archmage. Items are not the greatest. But that's what I was talking about. That's level 3. Well timed. Lich close to level 3 as well. Doesn't quite have it yet, but 1 or 2 footy kills will be enough. Archmage is going for the boots. Slowing down his expansion here a lot, right? He bought a bunch of items in favor of building the town hall. One of those seems to be set up pretty well here. Got a bunch of ghouls ready to defend. The Haunted is coming up in the back. More ghouls joining from the main base. 40, is he just going for the cancel? Looks like he is, but level 3 now on the Lich. Archmage in trouble right away. Low HP, sort of. Water elemental damage should be enough to get the cancel though with the footies. Yeah, it is easily enough. And now 40 has to set up his own expansion. Who's going to lose more here? Who's going to give away more experience? AM seems to be falling a bit behind now in experience. 1-0. Having a good fight here against the footies. There's still no expo coming. Man, the expo is looking late. 40. Is this perhaps a bit of an off day for him? Oh, cancel once more though. With the threat of the AM arriving. Now comes the town hall. That seems late, dude. That seems real late. Couldn't you have done this earlier? Why set up an arcane tower there first? It's not like there's beetles coming. Yeah, I feel like 40 here was a bit overly cautious with a big attack on level 3 coming. That also forces the Lich, of course, to respond. Oh, whoops. Nova on the illusion. And so in the end, we should be getting to double expansion here, right? Human Expo finishes faster, but it was also a lot more expensive. Early shot by 40. Wants to have means to heal up. And I think this Haunted is safe. 40 may try his luck again. How many footies we got? Not too many. And that one is Deadsies. Oh, Water Elemental made it into the back. AM, though, being forced away with the Nova. The block here would be big. If you can keep the Water Elemental away, the Expo should be finishing. Oh, and there's a Nova. Around the corner. Archmage. Hoo! Gets away. Water Elemental was blocked. No cancel here. Good. Hold by 1-0. The Haunted now going to be up in a moment. Tier 2 already on the way for both. And look at the experience. Lich 3.9. Oh, a little bit of light pressure here in the main base. Actually got a footy. I think this is a good position for 1-0. Lich is going to be really well leveled. Level 5, not even too far off anymore. Hey, I'm trying to go for the lab. Oh, but this is a creep jack. Inbound. Lich is on the way. It's an easy last hit steal with the Nova. Yeah, this is something humans haven't felt too much lately. The danger of Lich Frost Nova against heroes is absolutely huge. Zeppelin to escape with the Shredder Archmage. Has to TP away. And Lich has so much mana. Gets the next item here as well. Double one of mana steal. Even more mana for him. And he's got so much mana already. Level 4.5. Big lead here for 1-0 now. Resulting from the heroes. Oh, stream. Don't leave me hanging, bro. Come on. Sometimes the stream is a bit laggy, guys. I know, it's annoying. 40 also flying into the creeps, taking damage there. 40 seems to be a little bit off today. Zeppelin, super low already. We got Fiends on the way for 1-0. 40 this game. I think he's gonna need triple barracks. Lots of knights. Lich now staying very passively on his side of the map. Looking for level 5. He's getting close. Ring of Regen for the Archmage at least is really good. About to get level 4. But this Lich now so close to the level up. Full mana. He can spam Novas like crazy. Alright, we got the workshops coming. No bank for Fortitude, by the way. Towers at the Expo. 1-0 is looking really, really good here. Cannon towers now being upgraded. Those will be a big help defensively. But will they finish? If they get cancelled, that would be really bad for 40. AM is trying to distract. AM is trying to force the undead army back home. 1-0 isn't falling for it though. Wait, he's going for 4 cannon towers. While 40 is going ultra turtle mode. He might go tanks then, I guess. Oh, but the cannon towers aren't done yet. Uh-oh. Here comes the attack right before the towers are finished. It's going to be at least one being cancelled. That should be both being cancelled. Oh, 40 in serious trouble here. TPing in, trying to save at least one of the towers. And with the 40s arriving, at least one cannon tower does come through. He has no knights though. There's no second barracks. He can't go for mass knights. That's what he needs. Oh, 40's in trouble. 40's in trouble. 40's about to be eliminated here. He's going mass tanks. Trusting in the tanks to hopefully save him. He is the master at tanks. That's one thing the Lich can't deal with. Siege engines. Lich Fiends, fairly weak against tanks. 40 is trying to abuse that weakness. But his expansion here is in serious trouble. 40's Expo, can it even survive? Fiends breaking through, taking out the normal towers right away. Not having a second cannon tower here is such a big deal. 40 losing the expansion. He's begging for 1-0 to TP home. But he's not doing it. Shredder joining from the main base as well. The peasants all getting taken out. Militia trying to help as well. Mass repair. The tanks aren't here yet. Tanks are far away. Shredder will be lost. Only 2 heroes for 1-0, but it should be enough. Looks like it is enough for the grand final. Fortitude has a bunch of tanks, but nothing else. 40 supply only for Fortitude. And this is not the 40 that we saw previously. 40 playing a good bit weaker today. Oh, lag? That's the observer lagging. Whoops. And 1-0 making the right call. Losing acolytes in the main base, it doesn't really matter. If he takes out the human expansion, the tank play is impossible. TP home now, finally though. But the Expo is an absolute shambles. Basically no mining going on. 40 doesn't want to give it up yet, of course. Taking out the Haunted gives him perhaps a chance. But 40 needs to establish Expo mining himself again. One to 0. Taking out more tanks here as well. It's a good chunk of experience also. Forty is the master of the tanks. He's got 3 tanks right now. 3 more about to finish. Oh, MK might be dead. Not yet. Can 40 win this game somehow? Tanks make their way to the expansion. Do they have upgrades, by the way? Oh, they have 2-1 upgrades. That is actually pretty strong. 1 tank goes down, though. The ghouls here and the A-bomb defending are quite strong. More tanks are arriving. TP home again. There's no staff, by the way, to save any of these tanks. That makes this always pretty painful losses. And only a single narrow tower goes down here at the expo. Tank numbers don't seem to be high enough. Undead Hero is getting completely crazy. Level 6 and 5 now. And we got the ghouls. Still putting pressure on the expansion. Still no mining there. 32 supply for 40. But he also made a bunch of towers in the main base. Those didn't really come into play at all. Next round of tanks. It's starting to look desperate for Fortitude. Might be able to take out these spirit towers. But there's a big army here still. Undead army here very strong at 50 supply already. Wonder there is supply blocked now. Archmage going down. Heal scroll. Oh my god. Just enough to save him. Oh my lord. The tanks. Can they take out the Haunted? Oh, hold on. Oh, if one is bankrupt, there might be a way, maybe. Archmage not moving. Gonna get coiled. He's gonna die. Oh, there he goes. AM dead. Expo's gone, by the way. No mining for 1-0 anymore, but insanely strong army. Could use Death and Decay. He already did, actually. He did use Death and Decay somewhere. Has to res the AM. Doing so now. Tanks, only tanks. The only thing 40 has. 21 supply. One would think this cannot be possible. DK also about to get level 5. We have a new Haunted coming up. Can you still make tanks without blacksmith? I think so. I'm not sure though. .40 is also dead broke. Once 1-0 is mining again. He's looking tremendous. Death and Decay is ready, by the way. But of course he could get storm bolted. Looks like 1-0 is ruining our dream final today. Fortitude not able to keep up with 1-0 today. It seems. Oh man, I needed a staff so bad. Dude, if he had just one staff to save the tanks, could have looked quite a bit different. 40 trying to go for a Zeppelin, maybe? 2 tanks. All he has. 1-0 mining again. Fortitude still trusting in his signature unit. You got 3 minutes left of mining in the main base. Looks like he also had to remake peasants because he needed more lumber. And one is on the chase. There's no way 40 is ever going to win a fight again. Oh, Death and Decay! Used now against the workshops. Good amount of damage. Forty is scouting around with the gyro. 700 gold now. I think at this point, the only thing he can make is more tanks, right? Got some in the main. If the AM gets caught on the map, he's just gonna die to Coil Nova, right? Ooh. Claws plus 8 found. Hello. Lich level 6.7. 3 more tanks. That's gonna bring us up to 7. What's the number 40 he's looking for? How many tanks is he gonna bring? I guess he's just gonna mine out. Oh yeah. 40 is gonna mine out the gold mine. He's got 1 minute left. And then, Hail Mary. All the tanks. AM is almost level 5. That would actually be pretty good. Level 3 water elementals. Oh. 1-0. Finds him again. MK has to be staffed. Wagon's coming. He knows what is about to come his way. 1,000 gold on 40. That's basically it. And now the gold mine is out. Okay, 40. What now? Yeah, more tanks. It's gonna be supply blocked though in a moment. Needs another farm. Maybe 2 more farms. AM gets level 5, just barely. 1-0 with 66 supply. Still mining. Oh, MK found. I think the MK is dead here. Ooh, lucky that he's not getting targeted. MK could have been killed here, I think. Staff was on cooldown. 40 going for the Zeppelin. Saving 1 more tank. It's going to be 11 tanks in the end, I believe. Yeah. There's the last one. There's no way this is going to be enough, right? Double staff. To save himself. Alright. This is going to be it. "11 tanks, 2 heroes. That's all that he has. 1-0 sees it coming a mile away. 80 supply, basically. Alright, this is it. Nova indeed pretty good against only militia. 2 tanks in the Zeppelin. 9 tanks on the way into the main base. MK at home at the moment. I feel like a Panda would have perhaps been the better choice here, but fair enough. Okay, 40, this is it. Oh, the Zeppelin is spotted early. Dropping in the back of the expansion. That is so many meat wagons. Oh my god, 5 meat wagons at the expo. 1 tank already gone. 10 tanks left. MK instantly dead. Bye bye Mountain King. Level 7 on the lich here towards the end. AM trying to take out the wagons with the water elementals. Ooh, but now the AM as well. He's gonna die. No getting away here. And 40 calls it. GG it is. And 1-0 makes it to the grand final again. Looking stoic. No big smile on his face. Again, finding his way into the grand final, just like last year's winter season that went to 1-0 in the end.